Hey folks, Mr. Sarles here. Today we're going to be talking about factoring using the box method. So I've gone over this a few times in class, but here's some extra help. So today we're going to be doing 4x squared plus 10x minus 14. Maybe these ones are a little bit trickier because the a value or the number in front of the x squared is greater than 1. So we'll talk about that. So our goal here is to find what multiplies to a times c and then adds up to our b value. So a, b, and c are all the values in front of our terms. So let me rephrase that. So a is the term in front of our x squared, b is the term in front of our x, and c is our constant, our coefficient at the end. Our coefficient, our constant, our number at the end. We might have some other lingo that you know. So our goal is to find what multiplies to 4 times negative 14, which is negative 56. I'm going to write this so don't confuse myself. Just 4 times negative 14. Okay, and we want a number that adds to 10. Two numbers that multiply to negative 56 and add up to 10. So let's start with, so we always know no matter what number it is, 1 and that number always multiply. So 1 times 56. We did 2, 28 is half of 56 is 28. 3 would not work because 5 plus 6 is 11, and 11 is not divisible by 3. So that wouldn't work. Let's try 4. 4 goes into 40 10 times, and that leaves 16. So that would be 4. We'd also do 7 times 8 is 56. So I think we could do some more, but let's see if any of these work right now. So we want two numbers to multiply to negative 14 and add up to 10. So this wouldn't add up to 10 if one of them was negative. This wouldn't add up to 10 if one of them was negative. Okay. I hope you see what I see. This is this one. 4 times 14. So another thing we should have noticed at the beginning, because the last term is negative. We know if the last term is negative, one is going to be positive, and one of them is going to be negative in terms of number. So in this case, we have a positive middle term. So the greater number is going to be positive. That's one way to think about it. Also, if we did negative, let's do negative 14 plus 4, that would be negative 10, not 10. So let's erase that. So we have our negative 4. We have our 10. Sorry, not 10. We have our 14. So let's go down to the box. So we draw some lines. Let me get started. So that's our box. It's not the greatest box ever, but you get the picture. Maybe you can do this at the same time on your paper. Okay, so we are going to put this in the top left, 4x squared. We're going to put the number, the constant, in the bottom right, negative 14. And we're going to take our two numbers that we found, negative 4 and 14. We're going to put them in the box as well and just multiply them by x. This box equation is a rewritten form of this version. If we were to combine all these terms and add them, it would be the same thing. So we know from class that if we multiply x times x, we're left with x squared. So yeah. If we were to, let's start with start with 4x squared and 14x. If we were to multiply out a greatest common factor of those two, it would be, I just said the number, it would be 2, because 4 doesn't go into 14, 3 doesn't go into either, 2 would be the next closest. That would be the greatest common factor of those two numbers. So 2x. All right. How do we go from 2x to 14x? Well, how do we go from 2 to 14? I'm just going to multiply by 7. There's 1, 2. So if we go from 2x to 4x squared, how do we do that? How do we go from 2 to 4? We know x times x is x squared, so we just want 2 times what is 4? And that will be 2. If we then move on to 2 times what is negative 4x, that will be negative 2. So we're not quite done yet. We found all the common factors of each side, and now we just want to rewrite it as our final expression. So in this expression, there was no y equals or 0 equals the equation. We'll save that for next time, but this would be your factored form of 4x squared plus 10x minus 14. Thanks for watching.